Brian Finch is another organizer for the Run to Music City event, which technically made him ineligible to win, but that doesn't mean he didn't go out and put down some fast times.
Well, as the event promoter, I think things have been going very well. I've got a little bit of time to get behind the wheel and do a little driving, and even though my times count, I'm keeping score just to see where I rank in things anyway. So doing pretty good by that aspect, but most importantly, I'm just happy that the event's going so well, and that we haven't had any problems yet, and everybody's happy. This is my old workhorse, 71 Camaro. Has a 418 cubic inch LS motor in it, Viper 6-speed, full Detroit speed front and rear, some Rushforth wheels with BFG tires. Mainly just, it's just a great car, and it's well sorted out. I got a lot of seat time in it, so it does very good. We're definitely planning on doing this again. So this will be an annual event here at this compound, since it's just a great place to have an event like this. Tons of room, good facility. I mean, how often do you get to come into a NASCAR garage and, with a bunch of pro touring cars and hang out for a day? It's the greatest little family here. Everybody here shares the same interests, the same hobbies. The few little minutes you get out on the course and, and you're behind the wheel and doing your thing, that's all fun, but it's just the whole event and getting everybody together.
This event is all about coming out and having fun, and not so much the competitive side. But it was obvious that there were two guys at the front of the pack.
Well, Kyle Tucker and Brian Finch are always the guys to beat.
My husband and Brian Finch are the two top people.
Well, the big guns are Brian Finch, Kyle and Stacy Tucker.
Moments before the award ceremony, we talked to Kyle Tucker about the car he brought and how the weekend turned out for him.
We've had a good weekend. Been some fast cars out here, but we were able to win the Autocross and get a quick time there, and I think run the top 3 in the speed stop, and then I think we had the fastest time on the road course, so it's been a good weekend. Yeah, this is our 1970 Camaro. It's one of our test cars that we've used to develop our product line for the second-gen Camaros and Firebirds, and do some marketing with it too, so it goes on the road a lot, and we drive it a lot to and from the events and shows, and that's what we ran this weekend. The engine and driveline in this car is a Mast Motorsports 427. It's about 700 or dynoed 700 at the crank, and it's a TKO 605 speed from Bowler Transmissions with some of the updates and heavy-duty parts in it. Yeah, it's been great competition. Brian Finch helped put this event on, and we always chase each other. Seems like whatever event we're at, so he's always really tough to beat. We've had a lot of our customers out here. Billy Utley in the Nova from Michigan always runs really good, and a great car that he put together. And my wife Stacy, she always is on the prowl around the autocross and road course too. So it's neat to be able to run against all those guys, and great group of people. From a Detroit speed standpoint, this is what we want our customers to be able to do with their parts when they buy our parts, and we just like doing it too. So we like to come out and go to these events. They have an autocross, they have a road course, they have a speed stop, they have a cruise. It's all about kind of everything that a street car should be able to do in an old muscle car, and kind of sort everything out. So it's really fun to do, and like I said, a great group of cars. I think they had almost 60 cars here.
So the weekend had just about come to an end, and it was time for the award ceremony. First, everyone who had volunteered for the weekend came up and got a free shirt. These events wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for volunteers like these guys. Up next, Kyle and Stacy Tucker, along with Brett Volkel, were called up to the front.
We had a board meeting last night. The Rat Pack had a board meeting, and you three certainly qualify as Rat Pack members. So we want to present you, and let's see. Let me see if I can get Stacy's and Brett's shirts right here. These are the 3 newest official members into the Rat Pack. That means they've done at least 2,000 miles in their cars, and if you know these 3 guys and 2 guys and 1 girl, you certainly know they ain't scared to drive. So, welcome.
One of the really cool things about this event is that just about everybody went home with something. There were prizes from Detroit Speed, Ride Tech, BFG Tires, Hydratech, CPP, and Speed by Spectre. Kyle Tucker presented the Detroit Speed Dealer of the Year award to Brian Finch of Finch Hot Rods. Now it was time to crown a champion of each event. Harry Hinkle took home the Speed Stop award with his Z06. Kyle Tucker had quite a sweep, taking home the Autocross and Road Course Championship, along with the Spectre Top Speed Challenge with a speed of 136 miles an hour. And now it was time to announce the top 10 points positions.
So tied for 10th place, we have Stacy Tucker and Tom Farrington. They were 10th and 11th, so they shared 10th place. The next is a tie for 8th place, so they share an 8th and 9th, with a total of 12 points. It's Bob Bertelson and Kenny Edwards. 7th place with 13 points, Tom McBride. 6th place with 16 points, Harry Newell. 5th place with a total of 17 points, Harry Hinkle. 4th place with 18 points, Brett Vocal. Coming in at 3rd place with 22 points, Jeff Schwartz. 2nd place with 23 points, Billy Utley. It's the winner of the first annual Run to Music City, the Music City Master, Mr. Kyle Tucker with 34 points. And he wins the second, this is the second one this year, the second invite to the Optima Ultimate Streetcar Invitational in Pahrump this year.
Well, it was a great weekend for the inaugural Run to Music City in Nashville, Tennessee. We got to see a lot of cool cars, put down some hot times, and really be put to use. But the best part of it all had to be the people. It really is a family environment at this event. Not just in the fact that it's family safe, but it is just like one big family of gearheads getting together to make some noise and burn some rubber. I highly suggest you come out to Nashville next year and join the family.